Alright, Yula, this really is first light. It's 6:10, Monday the 6th, I do believe. And we're heading out of Bethanie, quaint hotel and guest house here. So let's go. Obviously I had to have my mic unplugged for the first little bit, and then I noticed my reflective jacket isn't tied up, zipped up. Pull the belly in, man. I've got this tank bag, so it's a bit tight thing. Oh, come on, man. Okay, gloves on. Very pleasant stay at Bethanie Hotel and Guest House. And right, choke off, everything's on, got all my goodies, money, passport, there we go. Wow, that really is first light, guys. Take a look there. So I made a couple of, it's beautiful. I mean, it's just a red-orange glow. You see those mountains there? Wonderful. So I made two changes to the GoPro setting, because I noticed when I know I haven't uploaded them yet. I noticed when I was reviewing them, the ones I do in the morning are quite jittery, And I think the reason is I set, per someone else's recommendation once, I set a max ISO of 400, where this ISO can go up to the ISO can go up to thousands, which would obviously compensate for low light, but then you get grainy what. So the guy said set it at max 400, which of course is limiting the low light work. So I set it to 800. So we're going to see what today looks like. I'll take it up in notches just to get good low light, and then I actually set it at 30 frames a second. One recommendation I picked up somewhere was to set it at 24, which is quite a common, I think, in the movie industry, 24 frames a second. Because the guy said you get quite a lifelike feel for it. So I mean, you notice when you look at the edges of the video, I think the idea there is it gives you that feeling of motion, where if you're shooting at a higher frames a second, well, I don't know if 30 is going to make that much of a difference, but we'll see. Everything is so clear, you don't get that movement feel, which is probably particular on a bike like this. Or a actiony thing. You're after a more. Bye bye, Bethany. Hook up into 5th. Really is a bit darker than yesterday, guys. Well, I'm leaving 10 minutes later, so let's just go a bit slower in case there's any game or anything. So I'm trying 30 frames a second. I've upped the max ISO to 800. Temperature's cool, but it's not. I've got my visor open. It's not nippy. Nice and pleasantly cool in the morning. I think that's all I did on the GoPro. Yeah, I didn't want to change too many things, so we're going to see what that's like. The received wisdom is you only shoot at 60 frames a second if you want to do slow-mo. There's no other reason on God's earth. But there was some other calculation that your frames per second must be double your, what's that one, Carsten? Okay, you're not a video guy. The frames a second there's some relationship where frames per second should be, what the hell is that other one? Can't remember. Anyway, but it all seems to be working fine. Maybe, no, it's not combi resolution. Oh, I wasn't in 5th, I was riding in 4th. There's a sign to the airport. Well, yesterday I was trundling along at 100 or whatever. I looked down, I was doing 5,000 revs. I'd forgotten to go up to 5th. In all my excitement of leaving Gibeon. So Isaac, we got work to do, because what I'm seeing in Gibeon, what I'm seeing here in Bethanie is rural towns in disrepair. Whatever legacy reason, Captain Witboy up there or whatever. I think Bethanie sits on a pile of water. She said it's basically an oasis under them. Maybe it was a watering hole in the old days. I'm not sure. I'm not the first oak, to say, listen, urbanization, this, that, rural. I'm not a practitioner by any means. But there has to be, can't not believe it, because I'm inspired by possibility. There cannot not be something that says, how do we take care of smaller, forgotten rural towns. 90 k's an hour. It's lightening up quite quickly. So there is a gravel road turn to just a bit of a shortcut to Aus. So I'm heading west basically. So this is sort of kind of south to get to the main road, then a right turn west to Aus, AUS. When I was looking at the Tracks for Africa guide, it seemed like quite a hectic 4x4 area. Off-road, there's a lot of stuff around Aus. And I think because I turned south at Aus, I'm going to get some fuel there, so I've got to go in a little bit. And then I'm turning south, but this quadrant, let's call it, from Aus west and south seems to be, because I think from Aus further you go to Luderitz, so this whole little rectangle seems to be quite a touristy mecca maybe, or something. Alright, trundling along nicely at 90. 3,500 revs. As I said, I don't want to go too fast. So I was doing a pile of really just, well, it was my weekly admin yesterday, so you know, phone apps, blah, this, that, catch up. But I'm going to have to, well, I've got to try and make my media process a bit more streamlined, because a week's worth of GoPro footage took 35 minutes to kind of load directly from the camera to, well, via the laptop to the external drive. Not that that's a problem, I'm just, you know, because you can always do that while other things are happening. There's something there that's got to tidy up. I mean, you know, Instagram is I don't know what the right word is, surprisingly or pleasantly fast for upload. So I know this is all in retrospect, but you know, which is probably better. Instead of loading 10 separate videos and images, I took, you know, my whole puncture issue on Saturday was images and videos. I just load them up in one post, which is nice. So you upload the whole little story, and then people can flick between the videos easily. Not like separate videos of the same thing. Where YouTube, you can't do that. It's video by video. So here's the shortcut to Aus, but I don't feel like doing a gravel road actually. I mean, you save 30 k's I think, but it's dark, I've got to watch, I don't know, something goes wrong, how long will it be for someone to come, blah blah. So the workflow with, I mean it's obviously the design, the workflow with Enso is very quick. You just, something happens, you upload. For YouTube it's you know, video by video, and the upload's a lot slower, which might be because I'm shooting in 1080 on my camera, but I'm, you know, it's the same on Insta. I'm shooting in 1080, up it goes. Insta's nice, you can mix videos and images. YouTube's clunky. So YouTube clearly is more, well, not so clearly, it's not, but it's not meant for quick. You know, YouTube is where all the professional, I think, people are going. You know, you're producing a video on how to do this, and then you upload it. So it's more a production and kind of environment, I think. So the point isn't for quick turnaround. It's like, I think, anyway, so I've got to kind of think about that. YouTube can't do, I think I said this the other day, YouTube can't do images, but using Clipchamp and other apps you can put images into an MP4, because I'm thinking YouTube might be the repository, you know, the kind of final repository. I might not even use my blog for that. So maybe YouTube will be my final repository of the trip, which might make sense because it's easier for other people to find. It's it's easier engine for people to can comment, But if it's going to be the final repository, then I've got to be able to put images up. So it's just a little bit of a pain. Because I could use again a video editing, post-production, and like join all the videos together. But then I'm making a decision on behalf of people, and now I'm putting it's just and that now takes work. The quickest is just to have something upload. So I'm thinking it's just going to be I'll just have to and upload videos one by one, and then post-production add the images related to that, and then at least that's rough and ready, done. Playlist finished, quicker. I've just got to get my head around that. As soon as I get somewhere, I got Wi-Fi. I don't spend half the day doing other admin. I kind of start getting the YouTube videos up, the ones that are missing. So that's kind of like I did yesterday. I was doing all my other usual admin, and then later I got to, so I was a bit batch, wanted to go through things in batch way and make sure I covered everything. So I just got to be a little bit quicker with that. And of course all of my GoPro videos. I've still got a bit of a block, I guess, getting all of those up. Right, so our house is 100 k's or just over. I did my planning yesterday. So 100 k's to house, refuel, and then another 140, 160. That's a fair trip I'm doing. What's that in total? 240, 160. So 240. Yeah, so I'm doing a fair click today, hey? Could be over 400. Can't be. Anyway, I'll check, but it's a fair click. But yesterday when I came here, it was it was pushing 300, I think. 100 and something from Gibeon to Ketties, 120, and then another 100 so it was a good 250, I think, from Gibeon to Bethanie. Oh, the light's coming. Let's just point it forward, see what that 800 difference makes for a little bit. Then I'm going to switch off. So yesterday I did it in a doddle. It was quite a bit of mileage, but a very simple trip. I think good road, leaving really on the button of the light coming. So it'll probably be the same. I should get to then Rosh Pinah by midday, with maybe some stops for pics. Let's see. See you later.